Welcome back to RDD Sports, for yet another video. Bill is a defensive genius and some of his moves are remarkable and have helped Patriots win multiple Super Bowls. However, even the geniuses make mistakes. Today, let's see the blunders Bill has done in the last few years. We are not going to talk about when Bill opted to go for 4th and 2nd from New England's own 28-yard line with 2 minutes remaining rather than punt the ball to Peyton Manning and company or Malcolm Butler benching. We are going to focus more from our last Super Bowl win. It has already been 5 years. Letting Tom Brady go, this was by far the biggest blunder. Bill has done this before. To let go of an aging star or cutting them 1 or 2 years earlier than their end period. However, letting Tom go is not right. Tom is different and he has proved it multiple times. In NFL, as you get older your performance suffers. Except if you are Tom Brady. From 2017-20, we drafted 15 players in top 3 rounds. Only Michel, Wynn, Damian Harris, and Kyle Duggar were productive. Sony Michel was traded after 3 years. Harris and Wynn probably played their last game with us. Kyle Duggar has been part of the core team and most probably get a second contract with us. Unable to develop talent and take them to next level, players as well as coaches. In the Patriots roster, there are hardly any impactful players. It is more of an average players list and handful of good players, but there are no game-wrecking players or elite players. In the past, Bill always had a bunch of solid playmakers or underrated players where we could utilize them well or make sure they were coached well. In the recent years, we are struggling in this. Players are not coached well or they are not utilized to their core strengths. This then shows on the game days. When coaches like Dante Scarnecchia, Ivan Fears, Josh McDaniels, Carmen Bricolo etc. left, there were no good replacement in the pipeline. There is no pool of coaches available on the second level to replace them and this is affecting us. We are unable to develop good receiver in the last few years. Except Myers, no one is there. N'Keal Harry was a good receiver in Arizona. He had 2 to 1,000s receiving season. Similarly, in all the other areas. Situational football has become a big issue. Bill was always considered as the master in coaching situational football. Special team and defense were always his expertise. However, the team has done so many blunders in last 2 to 3 years. It is little difficult to believe that the team is playing Patriots football. For example, losses due to special team misses. In 2021, loss to Colts, 2022 Thanksgiving loss to Vikings, 2022 loss to Raiders, one of the most embarrassing loss. 2022 loss to Bills which kicked us out of playoffs. Nowadays Bills defenses play well and put up good stats only with the teams which has backup or average QBs. Defense gets terrible or worst when they face good or elite QBs. Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes easily tear up Bills defenses. We didn't win any matches in 2022 against good QB teams. In recent times, he has not been able to effectively adapt his defensive game plans to counter the evolving offensive strategies of opposing teams. Time management, 4th down decisions, challenge calls. Belichick has made several questionable decisions regarding time management, 4th down situations, challenge decisions. Poor time management in critical game situations, such as not using timeouts effectively or mismanaging the clock. 4th down situations, such as choosing to go for it instead of punting or kicking a field goal, which have sometimes resulted in turnovers or missed opportunities. Poor challenge decisions, such as challenging a call that was unlikely to be overturned or not challenging a call that could have been overturned. Do I really need to talk about 2022 offensive struggle? Hiring Matt Patricia and Joe Judge for offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. '18 draft, we made 3 selections, namely Aisha Wynn, Sony Michel, and Duke Dawson. If we wanted to select then Brain O'Neal and Orlando Brown Jr. were still available and we would have easily gotten them in the lower rounds. Other notable misses: DJ Moore, taken 1 pick after. Calvin Ridley was available too. You might have heard about Nick Chubb. One pick later Lamar Jackson was gone. Shaquille Leonard and Courtland Sutton were still available. Never played for the team. DJ Clark, James Washington, Fred Warner were all available. 2019 draft, we made 5 selections, namely N'Keal Harry, Jawan Williams, Chase Winovich, Damian Harris and Yodny Cayusta, Deebo Samuel, A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin, Deontay Johnson. All were available. We would have gotten some in second round too. Again a second round bust. Other players like Irv Smith Jr., Miles Sanders were available, and all the other receiver mentioned above except Deebo Max cross by. Enough said. He's been good for us, but there were other players who could have been more useful for us, like Tony Pollard, Dawson Knox, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He has been just a backup for us. We could have gone for Hunter Renfrow. 2020 draft, we made 5 selections including Kyle Duggar, Josh Uche, Anthony Jennings, Devin Asiasi and Dalton Keene. He has been our core player. However, Trayvon Diggs, Antoine Winfield Jr. and Chase Claypool were still on the board. He has become a good player for us, and honestly we are not using him to his full capability. Not worth a third-round pick. Already released from the team. One pick later Devin Duvernay went to Ravens. Already released from the team. We gave 2 fourth-round pick and 6th-round pick for this guy. Fun fact: Bill loves to invest in quarterbacks. Bill's investment in QBs from last few years. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Did I miss anything? Thank you for watching.